Hi to everyone. Let's begin the presentation. My name is Debbie. My group member is Demi, so our group name is 2D. The topic we select is about dyslexia. Let's begin the presentation. These are the contents we are going to talk about today. The first one is design brief. We want to design an assistive tool to help dyslexic students to overcome their reading difficulties, supporting them to read fluently and accurately. What is dyslexia? Dyslexia is a learning difficulty. It mainly affects the reading and spelling skills involved in accuracy and fluency. There are some features about dyslexia. The first one, dyslexia is often hereditary. According to the data from the Understood organization, when children suffer from dyslexia, 49% of whose parents are also have dyslexia. Moreover, dyslexia doesn't relate to intelligence. The people have reading disorder doesn't mean they have intelligence problems. The last one is the persistent difficulty. Dyslexia is best understood as a persistent difficulty with reading and spelling. Dyslexia is a common disorder in the world. About 10% of the population in Australia have difficulties in reading and spelling. More seriously, dyslexia is estimated to affect up to 20% of the population in the world. That means more than 700 million people involved with reading and spelling difficulties. So reading disorder is not far away from our life. It deserves to be paid our more attention to. Dyslexia affects individuals in very different ways. So there are some symptoms and they can roughly be divided into two types, the reading difficulties and the spelling difficulties. In the reading difficulties, they include the confusions in the sequence of letters and symbols, which can lead to a poor word recognition. And reading difficulties also include the poor reading comprehensions and the lack of reading fluency. In terms of the spelling difficulties, they include weak phonology awareness. It means the ability to identify the sounds of a language and process them. And the difficulties also include the poor word receive and the lack of spelling fluency. I think they are easy to understand. The dyslexic people may have one or more the symptoms. The detailed symptoms are more complex and more difficult. It's hard to think two dyslexic people have the same detailed symptoms, so the methods of overcoming the reading disorders may vary. The further research and details of dyslexia, including the causes of dyslexia and its influence in behaviors and emotion, these information can be seen in the appendix. So next, we want to talk about the user group. We want to focus on the dyslexic students over the age of 18. This is because they are mainly studying in the higher education. In order to complete their study, they need to present their ideas in class, read and type quickly, and as well as pass the exams. These tasks are not easy for the non-dyslexic students. Meanwhile, this would be a bigger challenge for the dyslexic student. So we want to help them to overcome the reading difficulties. The following contents are design methods and how we developed our three-brief idea. It's Demi's turn to introduce these contents. So welcome to Demi.